This channel is sponsored by Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box that's always filled with surprises for gamers and geeks alike. If you're interested, go to lootcrate.com/hawk525 and after choosing your crate, type in promo code HAWK525 for a 10% discount. The link and promo code will be in the description box below. Thanks guys, and hope you enjoy the show. I actually went and watched the trailer finally. Like,
oh, you hadn't seen it yet?
Right when I came in, when you came in, or after you came in, I watched the video. Yeah. But anyways, welcome back. This is the 61st episode of the Hypecast. 61st. This is another.
There's only 8 more episodes left, guys.
Until the
last podcast. We'll go out on a bang, or reboot it later. Cashing on that nostalgia.
Right. Well, I mean, if we have to pull that card out, we will. But no, anyways, today we're gonna be talking about some Tekken 7 stuff, some Gamescom stuff, and also we're gonna also talk about some random bits here and there too. But definitely wanted to talk about more on that the Gamescom stuff. But first, Tekken 7. So
now first introductions. Who do we have here?
Oh yes.
Almost here, maybe I'll make this big.
We go. We're looking at a notepad here, so
yeah,
make sure we are structured.
We're still in beta, early access.
Just like
we'll optimize the game eventually.
Eventually,
your money now. We promise.
So today, as always, I am the host, Sean, aka Hawk. We have Ender here today.
Hello, I'm manning the docket and the tabs.
And our third man here, we have Sfaka once again. He's using the fight stick for Morse code. So if someone can translate some Morse code, please just drop all the translations and the closed captions. What?
Do you think people still know Morse code?
Oh yes, they it's there are people out. You have to have people out there that know Morse code because well, it's more for like military and government purposes, but they Morse code, man. Gotta speak that language for special ops purposes stuff.
It's gonna be our new way to avoid people at Evo.
That too.
Great.
So anyways, we have another small sized episode, so we're probably gonna go hour and a half here, but we probably may push it to 2 hours at the very most. We'll see.
Target goals a lot smaller than the Evo podcast.
A lot smaller. So yeah, we're trying to keep it weekly. We try to keep these consistent as best we can. If not, we'll definitely do bi-weekly if stuff comes up, and that does happen on some occasions. But again, we'll do our best to keep these weekly. We'll even do like 2-man podcasts if we have to. But we'll get to that situation when it happens. But
we might reschedule around certain events like E3.
Yeah, maybe Tokyo Game. Yeah, Tokyo Game Show, exactly.
Stuff like that might push the podcast. It might not, depending on how quickly we can get it up. It might not push when it releases, but it will definitely affect when we record.
Right.
We'll try to include as much information in as possible. And Faka is pretty much in what's probably going to be the rotating seat.
Yeah.
The third seat probably be Zawardo, Keeters, Quiet maybe.
Maybe,
Quiet he might join for the Smash one, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
He might have to talk about. Depending on what we're talking about on the docket, it will depend on who is on the podcast.
So. At some point, we'll probably, let's say, like, for example, have, like, some sort of Blizzard talk. So I'll bring in Josh and Todd.
The twins.
Yes.
But right now, they are in the World of Warcraft.
Yes, they are actually in the World of Warcraft.
I hope they brought enough food and have the fucking shit buckets underneath their assholes.
Fucking have, like, imagine Todd's mom coming in with the bucket, right? And then Todd just spews all this shit over his mom's face. And she's like, all right. And it just doesn't even change any emotion on her face. Just like Cartman's mom or whatever in that episode. Jeez. Which was really fucking hilarious at the time. Anyways, also, we're trying to put these out on a Monday morning to be more specific. Just because, like, oh, you know, people would have something to listen to on their way to work or something, or on their way back from work or whatever, or any college student would probably want to, you know, maybe put this on the background or something when they're just waiting for their next class or whatever, you know. So I feel like Monday is the most suitable for these kind of videos or series. So
Monday and Tuesday are good days.
So we'll try to stay on that as best as we can, and hope you guys look forward to it. And also, one more thing, I do want to say one more thing. Or actually, two things. I lied. So I was able to get a deal on SoundCloud with the unlimited, like, plan or whatever. So that means I can just upload as much as I can with these episodes. So usually I had the grade lower when it comes to the subscription plan, which means I only have like 6 hours worth of podcasts to put at a time. And so that means I have to, like, rotate out, you know, the new episodes and then take out the old ones, you know. And we pretty much only have like 3 out of a time. But now I was able to get a deal. Usually it's like, what, $16, but now I was able to get like $10 whatever per month with SoundCloud Unlimited. And
nice.
Now we can have all the episodes up from this point on. So we can have episodes from, what, 59 to, like, beyond whatever. But if you want to see the older ones for whatever reason, if you want to just, you know,
find them on the YouTube channel.
You can find them on the YouTube channel. You find them on the playlist, which is off to the side for those who are listening to on SoundCloud. But just for anyone else, it's on the YouTube channel. Look for the playlist, Hypecast, and you can see all of the episodes. All of them are on there for sure. So there you go. Also,
last thing.
Last thing. One more thing. I was able to get a partnership with Into the AM, which is a online like clothing store for the most part, with like graphic design tees and stuff like that. But they also have gaming stuff on there too, like Overwatch, and I believe they have I think they'll have Bloodborne soon. That's what it said. But like basically have gaming stuff on there too. And I do have like a promo code and the link for it. So if you guys want to check it out, if you want to save some money on like t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, and all that stuff, you can check out the promo code, which is all in the description below. And yeah, so after the podcast, you can probably go window shopping and possibly get yourself a t-shirt or something. So just thought I'd throw that out there. It's another, I guess, quote-unquote sponsorship. So I had to throw that out there. But anyways, now we can actually get into the news.
Enough podcast talk on the podcast. What's the timestamp?
Probably, like, I would say, well, it says 14:20 on the OBS, but
yeah, just you'll figure it out for editing. Sorry about that. We're back. We're gonna talk about games and shit.
Yes.
Because over in Germany, they're having Gamescom right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Hold on. Train of thought derailed.
No, did you want to talk about Devil May Cry 5?
Yes, we wanted to talk about Devil May Cry 5, which got a gameplay trailer. Same song, Devil Trigger, good song. But real good stuff. I wish it didn't redirect me when I clicked on it. But,
thanks,
anyways.
GameStop.
Dang, GameSpot. But looks really good. You said you recently purchased
4. I
I
bought 4 and I haven't touched it just yet.
Just yet.
I do have still other games in the backlog when it comes to like playing them and stuff. I mean, and plus I do have, well, one of them is Ori, and then there's the new one coming out with Yakuza Kiwami 2.
That's coming out real soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming out real soon. I think maybe this week, or if not, next week, for sure. So, and I haven't played 4 just yet, but that is probably pretty much the only Devil May Cry I might actually get my hands on before I get 5, just because, you know, it's Nero, and I feel like that's like the best thing I could do in my situation.
I think you'll need the context of 4 the most.
Yes.
A lot of it seems to be very pulling off from 4.
Yes.
So.
Of course, with our hero Nero.
Not Dante.
not Dante, because oh my god, that E3 reaction, I was like, no, why Dante? But I did not know the engine rev. So I missed that cue completely. They like completely flew.
You weren't the only one.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't catch it till he talked, and it was
yeah. It didn't help that I had it on the lower volume because for the purpose of editing and stuff like that. So I barely heard Johnny Young Bosch at the end. So I was like, oh. So I mean, you know, and Josh also pointed that out too. So
yeah.
Anyway,
y'all figured it out at the end.
Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, I think it looks really cool so far.
Looks very smooth.
Oh yeah, and then
still has the stylish meters. Still seems to be at its heart a Devil May Cry game.
Yes.
It doesn't appear, except when you go into fights, to have the fixed camera angles. But
there's a lot
isn't this running on the same engine as RE7? Or was that a modified version of RE7?
It might be the modified version. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I think the only other person here that played DMC4 was Baka. Baka, what do you think of the...
I think you should definitely not buy it on PC. But 4 is pretty good. Pretty good game.
Yeah.
I think, like, if you want to play the enjoyable DMCs, definitely get 4 and 3. And if you want to play just for gameplay, you can get DMC. That's not even an orb, that's a cube.
Yeah, I was about to say that's an ugly ass orb. Look at the red orbs in the top right. They look like
oh yeah,
like something that would be Todd's profile picture.
Yeah, the devil.
But visually speaking, it looks like a comically ridiculous red devil head.
Yeah.
In the shape of primarily a triangle.
Yeah.
In the trailer, they had shown a. Are they Dementors or whatever? The fucking Grim Reaper dudes that you had to fucking take their... Oh, no, that's not one right now.
These are just trash mobs.
Yeah, but...
Really good looking trash mobs.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to playing this. Because I used to call these hack and slash games because...
Yeah.
In a way, you could get through hacking and slashing. But as I got older, I was like, dude, you can do cool shit. Like I didn't realize. I was like, I would see things like jump off their heads. Well, that's a dumb move. I ain't spending red orbs on that. But like you play through them multiple times, doing like Son of Sparta, Dante Must Die, and like Heaven or Hell, and like you end up just experimenting more because it gets like kind of boring. I wonder if they still have the I forget what it's called. Do you remember what it was called, Pocket? If you like hit the trigger right when the sword hit, you would get like an extra charge. Do you remember what that system was called?
I just call it active reload.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have that again because it's the same sword. I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff from like his like his arm, like this the snatch stuff, even though it's a robot arm now.
Did he have a revolver back and forth?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it was like a double barrel revolver.
Oh.
And it still is.
Yeah, I think it's same weapons. The only difference is the arm.
Right.
So
because stuff happened.
yeah, thanks.
Speaking of arm, there is no arm.
Yeah.
There's like one part in the trailer that he like pulls an enemy in and he does a fucking power bomb. I'm like, okay, I'm sold.
Yo, I saw the power bomb. I was like, Hawk is.
I'm sold.
So are we finding different arms on the ground? This is honestly my first time seeing this gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
I watched the Capcom trailer, and this is my first time seeing like
this one,
GameSpot just mash buttons.
Right.
This doesn't look like a new arm from what I've been watching.
I imagine you can switch out arms and stuff and have like different effects or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. So if that's the case, I hope that you could stock multiple arms so you could have like Dante levels stance switch. You see, it says Overture right there.
Yeah.
And he has Guerrera on it.
Gerbera or something.
I would have to actually play the game. There was also that sequence in the trailer where it looked like he like froze time, right?
Yeah.
And he was just shooting and just setting up things.
Yeah.
Imagine if they give Nero the Dante treatment and give him like different kinds of guns. Like, imagine like setting up like rockets or something. Do some time shift stuff.
I imagine you have like multiple weapons and stuff like that since you do have what's her name, Nico, who is like the weapons master or whatever, or shopkeeper, the shopkeeper, excuse me. So
she seems very pushed.
Yes.
Maybe not in the super hot way, but I like her.
Yeah. She's
bitch.
funny. Yeah. she's definitely a sassy bitch. I think she's like, oh, I'm always there to help, asshole, or some shit. So yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing though.
Yeah. But let's not forget Dante though. Old ass Dante.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go through here. I don't think there's any gameplay footage of. I think they'll say. I think they're trying to keep Dante under like hard wraps, right?
Yeah.
I think they're trying to keep.
They
him...
showed very little, but like okay, he's gonna use his motorcycle. There's a big emphasis on his motorcycle. He doesn't have.
His motorcycle's Pandora's box.
Maybe.
Because that thing transformed, and that would make sense in this timeline.
Yeah, it was like the box of like hundreds, millions of weapons,
and it would turn into so many different things, and it would make sense, like in story. But I think they're trying to keep, like they've said, there's 3 playable characters. One would assume Virgil would be the third, but it could be a bait and switch.
I feel like Virgil could be like a DLC character later on.
Yeah, but they said there were going to be 3 playable characters in the story, which is cool.
Yeah, there's
really
still
exciting.
There's still that one hooded person.
But Dante, I think they're trying to keep most of him like a secret, because I remember when I was playing DMC4, like I didn't even know. Like I'm sorry I'm spoiling this for you, but hey, you get to play as Dante in DMC4.
Oh, I know that much, so.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that playing it, and I was like, wait, I got to play as Dante? Like so all that time you spent getting used to a character switch, and then it's like completely different. It was kind of like a Route B Nier Automata situation. You're like, wait, except you didn't get Resident Sleeper. You got PogChamp.
Yeah.
You got Poggers. So
I feel like the third character might be like a completely new character.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Because the whole thing with Virgil is according to the storyline, the only way we would be getting Virgil is we'd be getting Dominion form Virgil.
Yeah, isn't he like doesn't he
because of what happened in 3?
Yeah. And with how much they emphasize him with his sword in 4.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But I I kind of doubt we'll get Virgil, but I am very hopeful for it because
maybe it'd be DLC because special, like Hawk said, because special edition came out and they gave us like Virgil, Trish, Lady.
Mm-hmm.
I am tempted to buy that on PS4 just to try out those new movesets because like they'll all be playing the same stuff, like you said. Like there's different things you get to do, different stuff, and that's what mostly what these games are.
Yeah,
about, doing cool shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And I look forward to seeing you play DMC4 if you decide to stream it.
Yeah, I will definitely stream it. So I will definitely stream it. I never played any other Devil May Cry game myself, so I only watched I watched people play from on YouTube from DMC 1, 2, 3, and of course there was DMC with Dante. So to some degree I did watch 4, but I kind of stopped. And now at this point I'm definitely am willing to play 4 just as get ready for 5 and
which it got a release date, official release date. Let me see if I can. Oh, wrong tab.
Yeah.
Here
we go. March 8th.
March 8th.
2019.
So that's pretty close.
Yeah.
So it's after Christmas though. We gotta get through some holidays and stuff. So I'm glad we got a solid date. I don't think Capcom delays stuff that much, especially since this game has probably been
under wraps for like
under wraps. Like it was leaked years ago before it actually got announced. To the point where people are like, they're gonna announce it this time. You're like, yeah, whatever. So, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's
probably my most anticipated single player game.
For 2019.
No, just up and coming.
Yeah.
Because I don't know of any games other than Smash and Soulcalibur that I'm like, I'm gonna play the crap out of those. Like I know Red Dead 2 is coming out, but I think my appreciation for Red Dead 1 was based on where I was in time in my life. But
so you're not getting Red Dead 2?
I don't know. No, I'm probably not getting Red Dead 2, and I'm still on the fence about Spider-Man. I'm more excited for Devil May Cry because that shit's fun. I really like that game.
I feel like, out of the two, let's say Red Dead and Spider-Man, I feel like for you, Spider-Man would probably be a better fit. But
oh yeah, I played the shit out of 2, like everyone else and their mom.
When is Spider-Man coming out? Is that in September?
I'd have to look it up, okay. But we should probably move on.
Yeah, stick to the doc.
Stick to the doc.
So more on the game.
Well, like I was saying, the other thing I was looking forward to, Soulcalibur, which is coming out this year. That also got a release date.
Yes.
What was it? October 19th.
October 19th of this year. So Broketober, guys. Broketober. Wait, what?
On everything besides the Switch.
Except for the Switch.
Sorry, no link.
No Breath of the Wild link for
you can make it happen.
His weapons would break. I don't want to play that.
Weapon break mechanic. It'd be worse than Tira's fucking random stance changes.
So every time you break something, there's an RNG element, so you can either get like some fucking twig or the master sword or something,
or just a big slow axe.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun, but
that'd be dumb, dude.
That'd be dumb, yeah.
RNG in characters there's a reason I've never touched platinum. There's several reasons I've never touched platinum, but one biggest reason is random assist.
But it's kind of like Peach in Melee or Peach in general with the tune-ups. But
Smash is a party game. Tira was announced as the pre-order DLC character.
Yes. So basically, you can order the game and also the season pass, and if you do that, you can get Tira on day one when it, right when it comes out. But
just like Eliza, just like Goro. Did Goro ever become purchasable separate, Faka? For MKX? Okay. Did Eliza ever?
I think so. But speaking on that topic, Tira will be purchasable alone.
Did they come out and say that?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
So you don't have to like go out your way, pre-order and all that shit. It's just if you want to. I think she might be purchasable later down the line.
At a later date.
At a later date.
Day one. So it's like a little bit exclusive for people who.
Yeah. It might be like.
I'm perfectly fine with that. It's kind of like how the first DLC pack for BlazBlue Crosshack Battle was free.
Yeah.
For like, was it week 1?
Week 2? Week 2 or some shit.
The first 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like if you're going to be an early adopter of the fighting game and support it at launch and not wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah.
You're going to kind of get a deal. So I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got Tira. She's more or less the same so far.
She has some new stuff. The very first clip. First of all, her outfit's pretty good. I really like it. The way they kind of spiked her hair up. Danielle said she looked like a peacock.
Yeah. I do like her hair. I do really like her hair. Mm. They did a good job with just changing up without breaking the Tira, I guess, trademark, I guess, with the pigtail.
If anything, I think they made her look a little less Harlequin, which is, I think, good.
Yeah.
Because she always had like the pigtails, right? But they kind of went down like Harlequin style. I mean, she still kind of has that jester like look, but that's kind of her trait.
Yeah.
If it has the mask of like comedy and tragedy goes with her fight style.
Yeah.
The first thing they showed, which is the only clip they showed of her and Jolly, is a new move. She standing up and spinning around. Fucking hula hoop.
Yeah, so I believe she still has her moods, which
for sure. At the end of the trailer, she's like, "I wish Jolly picked more worthy opponents."
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you got to start round. It's an uphill battle until you get your first change.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play any? I know you played a lot of 2, Faka. Did you play like anything past? You played 4, right?
I played a bit of 4 and 5, but very little.
But you've experienced her. You understand somewhat of her. I don't know if you played her.
I played her a little bit with James.
All right.
But
oh God,
nothing in depth.
I don't think you could do anything in depth in that online, dude. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. But yeah, that was cool.
Times were hard. It was the Xbox 360 days. I played Marvel 3. I played against Lythero.
Oh, that's one thing I wish they had did when he came over to his house. I wish they had just been like, let's play some offline Marvel 3.
Yeah.
But they played Smash. They had more than one people there.
Yeah.
Also revealed though, Soulcalibur VI.
Yes.
The new apparently it's the second story mode. I think I missed the first story mode trailer because I was like, I don't give a fuck about story.
Yeah. So there was one, and then this is now the second one, and it features another character.
Your created character.
Now, yeah. So not only the created character, but there's some dude with like a mustache and like a staff or lance. Yeah.
Fucking he looks like that guy from
this guy right here.
He looks like the guy from Fire Emblem.
From Fire Emblem Warriors, to be more specific. I forgot his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. And also, so with a created character this time around, you can pick like different races now. So
I hope the race doesn't pigeonhole you into your fighting style, because they mostly show Mitsurugi, right? And they I don't like playing as Mitsurugi.
Yeah,
I think he's boring.
Yeah, it's not. I just wish that you can play this race with this style or whatever. That'd be cool.
I think like I would have to go back and slow down the trailer.
I think that's not the case. I mean, I think you can play with different styles with different races or whatever, with because they showed off the skeleton a lot with like different weapons, I believe.
Okay, so the skeleton had the screenshots.
I think so. I do want to say that, but and then there's that
the fucking unlimited blade
works
Gates of Babylon.
Yeah, Gates of Babylon bullshit.
Dude, if that guy's playable, just gonna make a fucking Gilgamesh create a character.
Yeah.
And then you could make Emiya, maybe. I don't know. but we'll see. I wonder if so you know how in 3 when they first introduced create a character, they had unique create a character weapon style, right? It was like a staff, like dancer. It was like dancer, warrior, and stuff like that. I wonder if in 5 they had a Deviljin fight style that was exclusive to create a character. I wonder if they'll have any like create a character exclusive fight styles.
Oh, I kind of hope so. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool, but it would totally not be tournament legal.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, unless they have like a standard like if they have some system where you can download people's custom characters, which I think would be really sick. You know.
Yeah.
But that would take a lot of work.
It'll probably take up tournament time too. So.
No, but I meant like so everyone there could be like a standard version that people could like download. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
but I don't think they would.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
I think I mean I don't know. They might just stick with the original roster, but
Soulcalibur story modes are bad. The timeline doesn't matter. I have proven that 2 times on Twitter.
Yes.
That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah. If when the time comes, we'll definitely try to do some sort of let's play with the story mode, and I'll have Ender here take the wheel. So whatever character he creates, whatever monster that he conjures will be the one to carry on the story. So I'm
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I definitely look forward to that bit.
You can't possibly make a character that the twins would make.
I'm not gonna put any accessories on the character that will get your channel banned.
No giant eggplant thing on.
No fucking nuts and bolts. Here, let's slow down the part. You got anything you feel about it, Aka?
Not in particular. Just hope it plays a little bit more like the older game. Because when they started to like add all the the pretty bows and fancy sparkles on the game with like meter and all this other stuff, I kind of stopped caring.
It wasn't that good. The meter, the way they handled meter was pretty bad. The way I think they handle meter in from what I played at Evo, it seemed a lot better. I almost forgot it existed because I didn't need to use it for guard impact. I just used it to use supers on people who were pressing buttons. But I'm pretty sure it's fine. I like it how it kind of has the way Rage Drive works, right? You can use it on Super or you could use it on Soul Charge. I think Soul Charge is going to be the actual comeback factor, though.
Probably.
Because that just opens up the gate, depending on the character. We'll see. How do we feel about them already announcing DLC characters? I
don't feel anything particular. There was some Mr. Wiz had an opinion about it, and then someone was like, well, what about when you have a game that hasn't released or whatever? And I'm like, oh shit,
dude, that's not even the top of it. Ed Boon
Ed
Boon made a tweet, right?
So
he was like, why would you announce DLC characters before the game's launched? And then Tyler Dawson and everyone else was quick to point out that they I guess they announced like Fighter Pack 1 before was it Injustice that came out?
It might have been Injustice or MKX even. I don't know.
Or something. It was one of their first DLCs, and then he's like the only difference is we didn't have any gameplay ready to show in those trailers though. Because if you remember, it was just like people getting beat up and like models walking out. There was no gameplay. We had to wait for that. So I guess that's in one thing. So I don't. Well, how do you feel? Before I talk about how I feel, how do you feel about it, Paka? The DLC situation.
How far out is the game?
It comes out in October. So like 2 months?
I feel like that's fine. Like, it's the 6th game, and throwing in characters that people want as DLC, it's kind of like a dick move because you have to pay for it. But it's also something that people are gonna set their mind to already purchasing.
Yeah, and you kind of get it for free as long as you pre-order it. But people also feel bad about pre-orders, so
yeah,
which is understandable. Personally, I don't mind because I'm gonna pick this up, so I know I'm gonna get Tira. I still think, for me, I don't like it, but I'm conditioned to think it's normal. I can't think of a fighting game that hasn't had DLC
right
in a long time. Like, everything is like,
the mixed opinions of pre-ordering for DLC has been a thing since like last gen. And like it doesn't really matter when people want to play a character.
Yeah. But if you're like
me, they don't want to spend the money, they're just picky and they need to get over it.
Yeah. I feel some people blow it out of proportion, right? Like with the Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle thing, people, they would look at it's 50% DLC, the roster, but it's like, but the game, like compared to, like, you pay $70 and you get the full roster, and that I think that's fine. Like, for me, it's like price value, which is luckily subsided. I remember, like, I paid like $8 for Makoto in Continuum Shift Blaze Blue back on 360. Luckily, I think price per character has gone down. But I don't know. I think I'm just conditioned to know that fighting games will have DLC characters, because DLC characters are exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe not pre-release, but to me, this is just, I like having full rosters. I never wanted to play Goro, but I did pre-order MKX just to have him.
Yeah.
Because I like my roster to be full. Because what if somehow I get like real life friends that want to come over to my house? I don't want them to be like, why can't I play this guy? You know?
Right.
Just because I'm not going to play. And what if at some point they change that character and make him really cool, and then I do want to play him? So any fighting game I'm actively playing, I like to have full rosters.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing to have. I mean, at this point, I'm like always expecting myself to buy some sort of DLC pack or whatever, or like season pass or whatever, especially for fighting games. So, you know, it's pretty much like you said, you kind of just condition yourself at this point to buy this game for like what, $60, and then plus a $30 season pass or $20 season pass, depending on which game. So you're bound to spend more money. I mean, here's the thing: like, fighting games back then, you never had the luxury of buying just these individual packs. You always have to buy, you know, let's say you have Soulcalibur 2, right? And then let's take it back to Street Fighter. Street Fighter was very infamous for all these super turbos and hyper champion, whatever the fuck, different editions, right?
So and technically still buying DLC packs, but just physical DLC packs.
It's just like and also the fact that they're still sold at full price. So something like this is not new, technically, you know. Like, I mean, I've made a video about it like a while back, but something like this has always been a thing. It's just a different basically under a different term, you know. Now it's not just it's not an entirely different game sold for full price, you know, with a different disc and all that. It's just it's this digital pack and all that that you can pay for, you know, somewhat less. And so people should remember that, at least, and just go from there. I mean, it's always up to you to, you know, whether to expand your roster or buy this or this costume pack or whatever the fuck you want with your wallet. You know, it's still your choice. It's just that, well, if you're gonna make that choice, be aware of the outcome, which is, well, you can have this character or you don't. So I don't know. That's just how I see it.
Not to sidetrack us, but I slowed down the trailer,
Mhm.
and when they're going over the different races,
Yeah.
The text down here changes. So I think each character has like a different backstory.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna have the booby slider from 5.
I don't know. They only show the male,
Dude,
so
have I ever? Hold up, I gotta. You guys keep talking. Is there anything else about Soulcalibur you want to talk about?
So I'm wondering how many characters they'll have in the season pass, because they just have
8.
Is it 8?
It's 8 or 4.
8 or 4? Okay.
Here, let me look that up. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so I'm just wondering if, like, yeah, the DLC pass will include, well, 4, how many characters, right? Is Tira already in? Is Tira?
Here,
Oh, okay. Yeah, she will available, yeah, as standalone character too. So, anyways, I'm just wondering how many characters are in the pack. So, is it really 8? Is it really 4 or 6? You know, and how much is it? Did they say how much it was? Was it $30 or something? Or
it'll probably be like 20.
20?
4 additional characters.
4 additional characters and over 100 customization parts for character customization. So,
Oh yeah, that was a big DLC thing I forgot about.
yeah.
Let me go back to that article while I was looking for the maximum numbers. This article is apparently reiterated. She's not a pre-order bonus for Soulcalibur, but she'll be available for season pass owners.
Yeah.
We included for the bonus. She's not a pre-order bonus.
Mhm.
She'll be a standalone DLC character too.
Mm.
Okay. Gets a lot of confusion.
Yep. So there you go. That's
So she's
so it's
part of the 4.
So it is $29.99. Okay. So
so it is $30.
$30 for the season pass. Okay.
Yeah, that inflation based on just for custom parts. Ew. I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, you know, it's just like you know, back in the day where you have to buy these different editions or sequels for full price. But that also happened with Tekken. Tekken 5, there was Tekken 5 and then Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Gosh.
Now keep going.
So, and I believe Dark Resurrection, well, it was first released on PSP, I think. I could be wrong. But that also came out as a standalone game as well, and I think it came out full price also. So there you go. That's like one of the more recent, I guess, quote-unquote, games that had this kind of structure, I guess, for releasing a different edition. Whoa. With there's
the possibilities are endless. God, 2011 me thought that was the funniest thing in the world. For audio listeners, we're watching the Soulcalibur V character creation trailer, and at like 4 minutes and 40 seconds, you have a quote at the bottom of the screen. It says, "The possibilities are endless," and they're adjusting the booby slider.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's
great.
Yep. We're gonna, man, how many fake characters will people try to create? You know,
as many as fit the weapon.
Yeah.
The weapon styles.
Yeah.
Ah, that means I'm gonna have to learn fucking Mitsurugi.
For who?
Okita.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, she could be Yoshimitsu, since she kind of holds her sword with one hand.
She does not do that weird stuff. That
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
fucking sit Indian style and jerk off.
Hey, man.
He is kind of a goofy character, personality-wise.
Yeah.
Mm. Does she like cough up blood and shit? So you can like have.
She has tuberculosis.
Yeah. So Yoshimitsu, when he coughs up poison, just imagine as blood or something.
if I could edit the colors.
Right.
Anyways,
Anyway.
is that everything about Soul Calibur?
I believe so for now. Yeah, because
Alright.
there was that character creation and Tira, so that's pretty much like the major points for Soulcalibur VI. Are we gonna talk about the new stuff for Tekken?
Yes, I was about to transition that. I accidentally closed it. So I don't think this was announced at Gamescom. This was actually announced last week.
Yeah.
It was more details on Tekken 7 Season 2, which was unveiled at EVO.
Somewhat.
Faka doesn't really... Yeah, Faka doesn't really care about Tekken, so it's mostly be me and you talking about it. I don't really care about it that much, but...
I care. I still care for it enough. So... It's kind of cool to see Anna Williams back, along with Lei Wulong.
We talked about that.
And there's Negan. Gotta bring it up again. But
yeah, and 3 additional characters.
3 additional characters.
These 2 will be available on September 6th when the Season 2 free update launches. So if you get the second season pass, you can play both Jackie Chan Adventures and Goth Widow.
Yeah, Goth Widow.
For $25.
For $25. Actually, not that bad. That's not
that bad because you're actually getting more than 4 characters.
Yeah,
you're not paying for those bells and whistles.
And also you're getting Negan. So for the Walking Dead fans, they're gonna get their money's worth. But
what's more interesting is along with them is coming the Season 2 patch. If you remember, the trailer showed like all these like bounds and wall bounces and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
That's coming. But also what was more interesting, which is not explicitly noticeable in that trailer, is they're adding a simple combo and assist feature. Apparently you remember simple combo? Apparently it was in story mode.
Yes. Yes.
Did not play with that on, so I don't remember how that's like.
Yeah, I mean, I remember doing that Let's Play with Josh and Todd, and I was just, I was the one playing, and they had like a little on the bottom left corner, I believe they had like the triangle button combo, and it'll tell you like whatever name, and then so basically there's like 2 different combo strings for the auto combo. And you just mash square or you just mash triangle or whatever. So I guess they're
not optimal, but
yeah,
it's
something, right? They're there.
Yeah.
They're there. So I thought that was interesting. I guess. I mean, it's in the game already. It's just they're just gonna spread it out to pretty much everywhere else. And I guess they're gonna change how the ranking system works. I'm not too sure, or I guess they'll just change how you see it. Not really like the whole entire system. So I guess you can actually see your progress, which is good because they're gonna actually add a gauge to it, which is something. I haven't played online ranked as of late myself, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but maybe Season 2 they'll fix up the netcode or something, hopefully. But I know what they'll do for sure is like
from what I played before, the netcode wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible from my experience, but I heard that it got worse over time for some reason. So maybe. I've
heard Aries complain about it, and more recently Keeters was really upset. He played some online against some friends, and he was not happy.
Yeah. It was really good in the beginning, like when we all played and stuff, or at least decent at the very least. But I don't know. Yeah, I do not know what happened to it, but stuff happens, I guess. But there's also it says additional system and character balancing changes. So obviously there'll be the whole patch notes for the characters. Hopefully Jack doesn't get nerfed too much, but
he's been in those top 8.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the game's gonna change a lot if this wall bounce thing isn't toggleable. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
I've never seen such an overhaul to game, like a fighting game, without it re-releasing, like you said, with like a Super Turbo or an Ultimate Marvel 3. Because those are very, like, the Ultimate Marvel 3 changes, very different.
Yes.
So like, and now they're adding this wall bounce. I don't play a lot of Tekken, but I feel like that kind of stuff really changes the way the game works.
Yeah. It says every new character introduced in 7 will get new attacks. So
Yeah.
I guess Anna and Lei Wulong, along with the other
Lucky
characters,
Chloe.
Lucky Chloe, I guess, will get.
Lucky Chloe's getting more attacks, baby.
Mm-hmm.
She can count in 2s instead of 1, 2. It'll be 2, 4. I don't know. And they also said, I don't know if this is a mistranslation, but apparently characters that had bad rage drives, like Heihachi, Lily, Miguel, Steve, and Law, will get brand new ones. So maybe you choose your rage drive?
Maybe, I guess.
I don't know. Apparently, also the way rank's gonna change.
Yeah,
so you can see how close you are to ranking. I guess.
I believe I mentioned that. There's actually a little screenshot of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much it for the notes. But
you have anything about Tekken you want to throw in?
Me or Faka?
You. Oh, Faka. How you feel about auto combos coming to your 3D fighter?
All the popular games are doing it. Why not us?
Yeah, they literally in that article compared it to Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
A different article I read, I guess. They're like a feature in a smart or auto combo similar to Dragon Ball. However, it'll be disabled in tournament mode.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it looks like you can't just spam that in tournaments or like at Evo. Or
I don't think people in tournament would ever do auto.
It's not. It doesn't do enough damage anyway, probably. So, that'd be pretty funny though if someone wins with auto combos. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and that's coming in September 6th, which is like what, a couple of weeks. So
real soon.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll try it out. I'll just experiment with it, but I'm not gonna go too far with it. We're not gonna go like all out with online mode or whatever, unless they really say, "Oh, we try our best to overhaul the netcoder and stuff like that." Then I'll give it a second chance. But it's still Tekken, so I'll mess around with it no matter what. I look forward to these new changes and stuff. I definitely want to see what they do with Jack, but yeah, again, we'll see. As long as I do the my signature combo with Jack, that's fine. And don't change his low pokes.
We'll see. We'll see how the character.
Yeah, we'll see how the character changes.
I feel like some of the changes won't affect our level of play.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah. But anyway.
So back to Gamescom.
Yes.
Sekiro, the FromSoft samurai game, the one of many revealed at E3.
Yes.
I think got some gameplay shown. I think Max actually, I watched his thing. Apparently he got to go out and play it at Activision. And from what I heard, no stamina bar.
Oh.
There's no like this is the TLDR. There's no while I'm talking, I'm gonna pull up his video. Maximilian, dude. There's no souls, like there are bonfires, but from what he said, they don't seem, at least in that build, to repopulate the they don't seem to repopulate the enemies, And when I see it, right, it reminds me more of Neo rather than Dark Souls. And it's not just like the settings. It's the fact that the enemies get this thing. I think he was saying it was a posture or stance meters above their heads, and the point is to try to fill up their posture meter so you can do like a big crit attack, which like it was stamina. What was it? Was it Key in Neo, Faka?
In Neo?
Yeah, the
key.
You would try to like get people's key meters out, and then do your big visceral attacks. So
yeah, that was basically the stamina bar.
Yeah, this game has jumping. I like that. So, and apparently you always have your sword, right? And then you have your trick weapon, which will be tied to your arm, and that's something you can change. So I think that's cool.
Wait, so he also has a okay, hook shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he does he have a like a robotic arm sort of thing going on or no?
Yeah, I don't think it's definitely, it's not a natural arm.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's robotic. It's more mechanical.
Yeah, like a wooden mechanical arm like Yoshimitsu.
Like gears. Yes, like very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems to fit the setting. Apparently they're not talking about story. They just want to show off the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It looks a lot more like, my biggest thing about getting into games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne is it was never fast enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I played Neo the longest out of all of them. Still didn't finish it. But it's besides the point. But I'm looking to play a FromSoft game that I can enjoy, and I'm willing to give this one a shot. It looks really good.
Sweet.
You have any interest in this game?
Kinda, for me at least.
For me, for now, it's on like the watching list. Like I'm gonna watch people play it.
You'll see.
But yeah, maybe from there I might be convinced enough to by it myself, but oh my god, that drop kick.
We just saw this like big like ogre dude drop kick drop kick the dude. But
I'm gonna watch people play it, that's for sure. But we'll see. It looks neat, I will say. I mean, it looks pretty. I do like the theme of it. I do like the aesthetics of it, obviously.
Seems a lot more vertical than the Souls games.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, with the hook shot and everything, and the fact that he can jump and all that. So, oh my god, that drop kick again. But anyway, it's still something I would watch first.
Apparently, this is the PC version we're looking at.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
yeah. Oh my god, he's doing low kicks in a fucking elbow. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Any thoughts on it, Faka? You said you're interested in it.
I think he's dead. I think it's
well, you could look at this.
Oh,
so you get an opportunity to revive yourself, right? Oh god. I think it's like once you can be like, I want to go to the campfire, I want to get revived, and I think you got to reach another campfire property to get that back. I don't know for sure. I looked up most of this information today because I think it came out this morning, and I had to go to work. But it looks good. I'm excited to play it. But you were saying?
I think it looks pretty interesting. It's something new. Like there's aspects of like I see a hack and slash in it. I see a bit of Neo in it. Hence, I see Souls in it. But it's not exactly those things.
Yeah, it's got some elements to it, but I think it's all those little different elements and stuff like that blend to something new enough, I guess. Seems like just from looking at it. So obviously, if one were to play it, they'll say, oh yeah, it's a different game, whatever. But yeah, it does have, bits and pieces of, of these games, whatever. So that's kind of cool.
The only thing that'll keep me from picking up this game is if it launches around Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
This game will have to wait.
Yeah.
As cool as it looks, I'm very biased.
I definitely would much rather play Devil May Cry than something like this. No offense, but that's just if I were to pick one, Devil May Cry is the one. So
that's like some straight Assassin's Creed stuff. Right?
Yeah, it is. That is. Yeah, it's definitely animated well, so I'll give it that much. So what else came out from Gamescom?
This is less for me because I'm not too into it, but there's some Resident Evil 2 remake stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's the Claire Redfield
reveal. Yeah.
Reveal. It was some gameplay of her facing off against what's his name with the big eyeball shoulder. So to the B. I don't know.
God.
I'm not a big Resident Evil fan, if you can't tell.
We're not we're not the biggest Resident Evil fans, but it's like on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. But anyway,
They showed some Claire Redfield. They showed some more actual gameplay other than the Leon stuff people had seen from E3. Game looks good.
Definitely going with the realistic look. Claire looks different enough, but you can still say, "Oh, it's Claire," you know. So,
is this also the RE7 engine?
I would imagine so.
I feel like they're gonna get a lot of mileage out of their RE7.
I don't see why not. Yeah, because you know, I mean, even though this is all third person, but like, yeah, it's definitely something they can you know, get use out of for both third person and third or first person. So, oh, there's that eyeball shoulder guy.
Yeah. He's a main, very important character, but
yeah,
oh, damn.
it just throws a flashbang in there. But oh, there's Leon Kennedy for his gameplay.
Yeah, I think this was just like what people had already seen from like.
Oh God.
Seen from E3.
Yeah.
Him at the police station.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I'm very mild on it.
Same.
If nothing's happening when this game actually comes out, maybe I'll. If I'm really bored, I'll play it. But I'm not too into Resident Evil.
Maybe we could do like a one-time Let's Play or something. I don't know.
I don't think Resident Evil is something that would be good for one, but that's a discussion for later.
That's for later. But anyway,
do you have any opinions on Resident Evil, Faka? Chris isn't in here to punch boulders, so I don't.
I never played 2, so I don't know how I would want to compare it, because it looks pretty good. Like, this is a remake, not a HD, right?
Yeah.
No.
Not a remaster.
Yeah. It's completely a remake. It's like
same story from 2, but like they completely overhauled the gameplay. Yeah.
But they're not taking anything from the old game and just making it HD.
Yeah. It's got the third person over the shoulder view now instead of the fixed camera shit.
Yeah. No pre-rendered backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's pretty good. It's definitely gonna light a fire in the people that played it before.
And for people who like horror games but might not have experienced RE2 at the time.
Yeah, just like a fan of zombie games in general, you know.
Yeah.
Who've played like all these newer zombie games, but like they're like, oh, you know, there's always Resident Evil, but I don't want to play it because, you know, there's always these older games, but not Resident Evil's getting this makeover that looks really cool. Maybe I can finally get into it or whatever. So
yeah, it'll probably, I think of it as like a good opportunity for people to brush up on their Resident Evil knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like there's a point where going back to, then this is talking from somebody who maybe a little spoiled to modern gaming, but like going back to fixed camera angles, fighting enemies that are put out of the screen by design. Not really into it. I think it's a product of its time.
Yeah.
And if I were to try to experience the wondrousness that is RE2, it would be through this. It would not be playing the original.
I have similar feelings with like Persona. You know, this is coming from who's played.
Oh yeah, if anyone wants to get into Persona, starting with 5 is probably going to be the easiest.
Yeah.
Because it's the best gameplay wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back if you want, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings because if you start from like 1 for some god knows reason, and you know you're just playing an old shit game, moving forward you'll see the improvements and it'll only get better. But that's if you can get through all that shit, and all the slog. But 5 is definitely the best one to play.
Right. That's coming from me who's played 5 first, and then I'm like, you know, the gameplay is so fun and stuff. It's like the almost updated one. I can't really go back to playing, like, try and play 4
I think
or 3.
I think 4 golden is still playable after playing 5.
If they somehow, quote unquote, remake the
They
system,
just need to
yeah.
They just need to port it. I don't even think they would need to remake the system. If they just made a port to PS4, I think that would even be.
I think if they somehow like are able to pull off the same look or like the same like cell shaded look and stuff like that, and also like, you know, refine maybe some of the mechanics or something, or like update it somewhat, then maybe I could you know, play it.
I don't see them doing a full overhaul.
It's not. I'm not talking about like a complete overhaul, but like, you know, tweak some things. But obviously, like change the look.
But like changing the way it looks, because that game they already remade it once when they went from the PS2 version to Golden.
Oh yeah.
The Vita version. So they added more content. They made it widescreen, but they still used the same models because it's based on that engine.
Yeah.
It would be cool. I would be down. I would never be against it, but I just don't see them doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna happen, but if they're gonna do it, it's like, oh, I would like to see this, you know, that kind of thing.
I would sooner believe they'd do that for 3 because they just made all those new shiny models.
Yeah. They look really good. So you know, if something like that can transfer over to 4 somehow. All right, well, don't they have like the P4 dancing models, so they can use those to?
They could, but they'd have to remake the. I don't know. It depends how good the engine for P5 is to redo things.
Or
I would be down.
You know,
if they did that.
You know, it'd be really funny. For the next P arena or whatever, like P5 arena, let's say. They now jump into the 3D model or whatever, and they just use those 3D models.
I'd still be down.
Yeah. Or you know how traditionally P for arena was like, you know, 2D, like 2D fighting, but they changed it to a 3D fighting.
I would not be down for that.
Like Soulcalibur.
If that was the case, the only way it would work, it wouldn't work like Soulcalibur. It worked like that stupid ass My Hero or Kill la Kill game.
Yeah, like Arena Fighter, fucking.
Then I wouldn't be able to play it and enjoy it the way I'd want to.
I hope they don't do that, but I just thought, you know, like, because we talked about the 3D models and stuff. I'm like, what if they reuse those 3D models for something else too, like a new fighting game or something? But
yeah.
P5A
domain is registered, but we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, we are getting sidetracked.
All right. So this, I barely saw this. This is only for you. I give no fucks. So Sonic Team Racing.
Okay. So so there's playable modes. Okay. So, but
it looks like off-brand Mario Kart, dude.
Well, I have played the All-Star game, the All-Star Racing one with Sonic and all the other people and stuff like that, or from Sega. It actually feels pretty good. Like if you don't mind the 30 FPS frame rate or whatever, if you get past that, it actually feels like really good for, you know, for the amount of expectations one would have. And some may say it feels better than Mario Kart, and I can.
Yeah. I just don't care about the characters.
Yeah, you don't care about. Yeah. That I can understand too. Like
I only know Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Rose, Chaos, Shadow.
Rose, Amy Rose or Rouge?
Amy. Oh, I know Rouge too.
Yeah, Rouge. And Shadow, of course.
Yeah.
Who can forget Shadow?
And so like that crocodile in the bottom. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, that's Vector.
I don't even know who's driving this car.
That's Blaze. Amy? That's Blaze.
What?
Blaze the cat.
Okay.
She's from one of the DS games.
Dude, that fucking name.
Well, yeah. It's something I don't know. I'm the only Sonic fan here, so I'm the most interested. But we'll have to see how the roster is. But it seems like so far it's all right for the fans, so doesn't look too bad. I don't know how much they're gonna go for. I expect full price just because, but I can definitely see like upwards of $50 at most. But you know, it's a game, small price game, whatever. But would I buy it release or on release? I don't know. That's it's not 100% for sure.
Depends when it's coming out.
Yeah, it depends on when it's coming out, and depends on how I feel about it or what my mood is at the time. So I still like Sonic to a certain degree. It's just it's too bad that not the right people aren't making the 3D Sonic games as of right now, at least. So that's whenever that time comes, it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait and bask in the fact that 3D Sonic games aren't good still, and the 2D Sonic games are better, way better.
I'm happy there's something out there that's not ass that you can play.
Yeah. There's something really cool for Sonic, but Sonic Team Racing, it's out there. It's gonna happen, I guess. It was announced at Gamescom. So, but anyway, was there anything else for Gamescom?
So far, I think that was everything that I could pick up. That was interesting to me. Did you hear about anything, Baka, that you were interested in?
For Gamescom?
I'm gonna do a quick Twitter search of the hashtag while you think.
Nothing in particular.
Is it still?
I kind of just play whatever is
available,
fun enough.
Yeah,
and available. Yeah,
available within your radar, I guess.
Within your wallet.
Well, I don't really even have a wallet at this point.
But... Do you want to talk about the Jump Force trailer, Hawk? I don't.
They showed off Marshall D. Teach, which is one of the villains, and then they showed off Sanji. Yeah, Sanji, and then they showed off Gon from the Hunter x Hunter series, which I'm sort of familiar with. And they even showed off the other form, which I'm not familiar with because I didn't go that far with Hunter x Hunter.
Spoiler!
I don't know what it is. You know, you can tell me for all I care, but it's just not gonna impact
out of context. It means nothing. It's like that thing where you're watching, and when it happens, you're like, "Oh, I got spoiled." It's like one of those moments.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, there is another character, but I kind of don't want to mention from One Piece because it's actually a really major spoiler. But yeah, but
damn.
Yeah, especially for Todd.
Don't watch it, Todd. Todd, don't watch it.
Or don't play it first off. But...
Speaking of spoilers, there was a Microsoft tester that got a copy of DMC5 test build.
That's right.
And is leaked it on 4chan the other day, so that's going to circulate because it was put on the internet.
Yes.
Keep your eyes low to the ground when searching stuff about Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a big spoiler in it. So.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is because I've avoided it. So.
Yeah. Just if you want to keep your mind fresh about Devil May Cry 5, definitely avoid that shit. It was not fun. Definitely not fun if you accidentally catch that in your eye. It's not the greatest feeling when you get spoiled and it ruins your experience. But anyways, if back onto Jump, I think that might be it for the new characters so far in that trailer anyway. They'll definitely reveal more because it's Arena Fighter. They can add a lot of characters to it.
It's just like Shonen Jump the fighter.
Yeah, it's like they had it before with Jump I forget what it was called. J Stars. There you go. J Stars. That was like a while back, and they had a lot of characters in there. But it's an arena fighter, so it gets old really fast, that kind of thing. But I'm still willing to buy it, for one, because of irony, and two, I kind of want to do a Let's Play with Josh since he's the most caught up out of all of us. That's
the only way I'll watch anything about that game. Is if you guys do enough.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Aren't those games like talk, and then like a fight, and then talk, I've never played those games.
It's usually how the formula goes for these kind of games, because like that's like the most simple they can do. But it seems like the way they market it, they're like, oh, the story mode's gonna be big because I don't know, Jump Force. It looks like Avengers. I don't know.
You gotta tell me how fucking Light Yagami plays into the story.
Yeah, he's not playable.
He's just gonna look at the character select screen and kill everyone.
Yeah. That's his super. He just looks at the roster like, all right, boop, and then just
he won't even have to like mouse over them.
Yeah, his light jab, his quote unquote light jab would be just like, oh, kill this character. His medium button, oh, kill that character.
All his move list is just a bunch of like really fucked up button combinations that you have to pull off.
Oh,
the spell letters.
Yeah.
It's Morse code.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So in order to counterpick them, you'll just have to pick the dudes with the longest names.
Oh yeah, like Marshall D. Teach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's all for Gamescom now. I think it's still going on. We might. So if they announce anything super interesting, we'll talk about it next week. But I think that's everything. These last two things I kind of put in at the end. I don't know if any of us are super looking forward to it. Two games got
delayed.
The Spyro Remaster Trilogy got delayed from September 21st to November 13th.
I did not even know this till now.
Yeah, and well, that's news to you.
Yeah.
The Bloodstained Ritual of the Night Kickstarter Castlevania-like game got delayed to 2019, and the Vita version got canned.
Okay, that's understandable, but damn, Spyro got delayed. Oh wow, I did not even know that. So that is news to me. When was this put out? What, today?
Recently.
Oh, recently.
I don't know if it might have been yesterday.
Okay.
So. But it got delayed since last. Like that's the thing when we do podcast weekly. News happens.
Yeah. So
and it's very recent.
Yeah. So September 21st to now November 13th. November 13th. Okay.
It's like almost a full 2 months.
That means there's nothing for me to buy in September, so I can just save up all my money for October or Broketober. All right, well, unless I go buy out Pokemon cards or something, but
I think it'll be fine. I think delaying is fine as long as the end product's good.
Yeah. Kind of unfortunate for September. It does look dry, but I mean I think there's Spider-Man, but
is Spider-Man September?
I think so.
Is Spider-Man Activision?
Yes, I think so.
It is?
No, it's Sony.
Oh, it's Sony. Okay, never mind. Because I was about to say maybe they thought Spyro would compete with their. I don't know.
No.
How are we looking on time?
We are at an hour 22 minutes.
Okay, so we're doing good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that happened recently that y'all can think about? Or are we going to go into the miscellaneous?
I do want to briefly talk about the Diva short because I did watch it.
That's part of the miscellaneous. Did you see that, Faka?
No.
All right.
I kind of stopped caring about Overwatch
when we stopped playing it.
I'm trying to think of which one put me over the edge.
With the short or the
no, I'm stopping playing.
Wasn't it? Didn't you stop when I did during triple tank meta? Like long ass time ago?
No, I probably stopped playing when a 14-year-old girl tried to tell me you should have let me play Diva.
Oh, so this is gonna hit home. Oh, dude, check this out. Look at all these. These other mech drivers.
Demon.
Casino. King.
Yeah, Overlord.
Overlord.
There's Diva, of course.
Dude, these Korean names, dude. Jaeyoon.
Yuna.
Yeah. So the animated short happened. You said you watched it. I watched it at work too.
I watched it. Yeah. I watched it like today. Before we got on here, but it was pretty cool. I would have to say it definitely is interesting because it does expand on things when it comes to the lore, or at least with divas.
More character backstory.
It does. Yeah. Obviously, the divas, the esports gamer type of chick, but she also pilots a mech and stuff and defends the
Apparently
city.
defends her home city or whatever from
robots.
The Matrix robots.
Yeah, they're called the Kijin or something.
They look like monsters from the Matrix.
Yeah, the machines. They're called the machines. But yeah, it's I mean, I have to say it's just really neat. Yeah, they were able to expand that part of the story, or the lore, and I forgot that guy's name, but he's in
some Korean name.
Korean name. But it was like it had an H in it or something. I don't know, but it was pretty cool overall. They did do a lot of references on her gameplay, of course, with the defense matrix thing.
As they usually do with these shorts.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the voice acting was kind of weird?
It was okay. It wasn't like the best,
I felt like
well, I felt like May's voice acting was stranger than this.
Yeah.
This one felt more genuine, I guess. And then you have to remember, like, they are trying to pretend that they're Korean. They have like these Korean accents.
Oh yeah, okay, that might have been it. Because I was like, it sounds fucking weird.
They have to put on the accent, so it'll put people at like in this like weird state, like
head tilt.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of in the same boat as Faka. I don't really care much about Overwatch as I once did. But for some reason, the same way I still look at League stuff. I don't play League anymore or have an interest in it. But I still look at stuff. I'm like, oh, this new character came out. I don't know. It's this weird thing of keeping up with things I used to keep up with.
Oh yeah. I'm sort of in that similar state too. Like, I do like to keep up with it, but I don't necessarily like go out my way to play it. Maybe someday I'll play it again because it is a first-person shooter, so I'll just be able to come in.
It's Overwatch has almost reached that point of the same as League where there's just too much in it to really. I don't think there's something in that game that could get me to reinstall and play it again.
Right.
I don't know. I've had more desire to do it than Overwatch before or than League before, but for the most part, it's like, eh.
Right.
But I do enjoy the characters.
Mm-hmm.
One thing Blizzard does is put a lot of effort in building their characters because that's how they market. If you've noticed, they've been trying to sell their own stuff on the Blizzard store. They have a new like Doomfist statue or whatever.
Yeah, the Doomfist one was really cool. Both the statue and the animated short for it.
Yeah,
because it was 2D, like 2D animated, so that was really cool.
They just need to make a story mode, dude.
Yeah,
I think that is the only thing that could get me to install Overwatch is to make a story mode, even if it's ass. Yeah. I'll at least
Well, the problem is that the roster is always expanding, so the story mode is gonna have characters left out. But if
that's fun. Well, the story mode never has to have all the. You don't play the whole roster in the MKX or the MK9 story mode.
That is true.
You just play a lot of them,
mm-hmm.
and and I wouldn't even mind if it was like fucking like a really archaic way of going about it, and it's like you do two or three missions for each character in a story, and then they all meet up in the middle like traffic or some shit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm more interested in the characters than the gameplay of Overwatch.
That's a lot of people have requested because it is very character driven, very story driven for something like this. It's supposed to be like it's supposed to kind of follow like that League competitive kind of stance, but because of the characters being so interesting.
Esports.
Yeah, esports, right? Which ironically Diva kind of represents. But it's, you know, the characters are so like, I wouldn't say well written, but like very entertaining and very interesting.
Fleshed out.
Personality. They have like, you know, interesting enough things about them for a game like this, you know. And we know what happened with another game that tried to do the same thing from Gears, or I forgot the exact company, but they had the Battleborn, and you know how, you know what happened with that?
Was just bad marketing and bad
timing,
choices.
bad choices, and bad timing, just bad everything. Unfortunately, and
the fuck is Battleborn?
Exactly, right.
It wasn't Borderlands 3.
It wasn't Borderlands. I think that was another thing about that too. It's like, oh, this is not bad. It's not Borderlands 3. I'm just gonna fucking completely ignore it. So that's unfortunate because
Josh wanted Battleborn 3.
Yeah.
Anyway,
anime short is pretty cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was.
They put money into this, and it's not even really doing anything. Like this is pretty. It's like almost Pixar levels of
like DreamWorks,
Pixar levels of animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't look cheap.
Yeah.
So they're putting money into these character shorts, building backstory for.
Yes. Maybe
a game with no story.
A story mode. You know what they could do is just have story mode in pieces, like, right? Like, oh,
episodic,
Telltale style, yeah, exactly. But not like actual Telltale style with like the dialogue choices and shit. But like, you know, you can have, you know, obviously the first person gameplay kind of thing. But like, the model, like the way they structure it would be best with episodic. So you can, you know, buy the season pass for like this much, you know, and have these episodes come out. So that way you're not going to miss out on these characters whenever they pop up too. So you can have like a new episode with these new characters and stuff, instead of they have this like giant story mode that you see with fighting games, and then you don't see all the characters from the roster that come in later on, you know. So I feel like if they're going to approach that or do something about that, I feel like the quote-unquote episodic model should work best if they're gonna, you know, do something about it. That's just me. So,
all right. There's only so much you can talk about a almost 8-minute short.
Yeah. So she does not eat Doritos. She eats like these shrimp, like
legally distinct Doritos and legally distinct.
They're not even Doritos.
Mountain Dew that talks to you.
I thought it was like Monster Energy, but
I thought it was Mountain Dew because it was super fucking green.
Yeah, I thought it was Monster, but anyway,
and it like red and green, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, they're not like, I was gonna say, like, they're not even Doritos. They're like just these shrimp flavored senbei or rice crackers or something. But it's basically Korean snacks, I guess. But whatever.
Like that fake ass Pocky that Jetstream Dan had at Evo.
Yeah, that you can buy from the Namco.
Like, I thought he was trying to punk me, dude.
No, that was from the Namco booth.
Yeah, he told me afterwards, but like all he did is walk up to me this thing that looks like Pocky with a weird ass name. He's like, "You want one?" I was like, "Is this a joke?"
Like you can put your finger in it. There's a fucking like trap, like a rat, like a mouse trap type of shit that'll like pinch your finger or some shit.
I don't know.
That'd be really funny, but
Nani the fuck. I think that wraps up everything.
Yeah.
Outros. So we have two paths, and we'll leave it up to you, Faka, because we don't really have anything else to talk about. We can talk about Azure Lane.
Yeah.
Or we can sign off.
Might as well talk about Azure Lane.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so we've mobile games. Mobile games. So
Yes.
a mobile game came out in beta. It's a game that's been out in China and Japan for a while.
Yes.
based in China, called Azure Lane. If any of y'all have heard of Kantai Collection, am I saying that right?
Kantai Collection. Yep.
Kantai Collection,
Or
Boat Girls.
or-
It's like that,
Mm.
except it's not Kantai. It's not Kanko or however.
Yeah.
pronounce that word.
Kankore. Yeah.
Kankore.
Yeah.
But you actually play it. It's not a lot of super strategic stat batting, which is what my understanding of actual Kantai is. So open beta came out. It's a gacha game, kind of. It is a gacha, right?
Yeah.
Because you're still using random resources to get random characters.
Yes. Yes. You're still
most-
hitting the crank, essentially.
But, yeah. But it's very I'm not sure if it's just because we're starting out, but I feel like it's super just the same way Girls Frontline is. Maybe a little bit more limited. Super free to play friendly.
Yes. Very generous.
Very generous. And from what I know, from what I understand, a lot of the best ships, if you want to say, are not even limited to the gacha. They're actually farmed, which Faka and Hawk are doing.
And James.
And James is there too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But we're all on it. How do you feel about this as a mobile game? Oh, also, if you guys don't care about mobile games, you guys can tune out. So, because this is probably going to be the last thing we do.
Yes.
Besides plugs.
Mm-hmm. You want to go first, Seth?
Let's see. I've said this probably like 10 times in the past week
Just
that we've been
not
playing
on
this.
recording.
Yeah.
Just not on recording, but I feel like the game is super involving. Like it makes you play it, but not in a bad way. Not like you gotta do this if you want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so you can do better if you do this if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. You could just do better.
Yeah.
So,
or easier.
There's like I like to take different elements of mobile games, like all the mobile games that we primarily play is like it started off with Fire Emblem Heroes, and then it moved on to Fate Go, which is a very painful game to play because it takes the most money out of you.
Welcome, Eric Martin.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope you draw real cool art.
Oh, I will look forward to all the art from you. Especially
there's Grand Blue.
And
then Girls Frontline. And then we came up to this. It like has like a gear aspect of like equipment, kind of like in Grand Blue or kind of Girls Frontline. You actually play it. Like there's a little thing on the bottom left. It's like a little joystick where you can move your ship girls around, and there's like buttons where you could use like special weapons like torpedoes or artillery or airstrike and stuff. Or you could just let it play itself, which is all I do because I'm lazy.
We're usually doing something else while we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're usually trying to catch up Chris on Monster Hunter while I'm
We've been playing tons of that.
Yes.
While I'm letting my ship girls try to farm me a character that I apparently have 0.75% chance of getting.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchie laying down the law.
Yeah, like there's that stuff. You can pretty much do a gacha around like once or twice a day without like losing out on anything. Like you do a production, you get a production for free, and then there's these little side missions that you can send your ship girls out on to do, and they can get you stuff to do another gacha or to level them up. They're always leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's pretty good. Like there's different stores. There's like a PvP store where you just fight against other players that have leveled up their stuff. And there's like a ranking system. I got to 34th out of everyone.
Dude,
and
you know, I got to.
What?
I got to 6,699.
That's because you lost on purpose.
I stopped losing on purpose because I actually had time to play. It was just that day I had no time. I was really busy at work, so I was just like, go to the bathroom and queue them up to lose.
Yeah.
I ain't got 5 minutes to watch these bitches all miss each other with their torpedoes.
Yeah. There's a lot to this game that I really like. I definitely see different games in it. I even see Honkai Impact, which is like a story-based mobile game.
That game's getting a lot of traction.
Yes.
But my pockets are full right
Yeah.
now of mobile games I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of still play all the other mobile games that I mentioned.
I pretty much only play Fate, Azure Lane, and Girls Frontline now.
Well, we log into Fire Emblem. So
oh yeah, I log in.
Yeah. We log into Fire Emblem, but not really like play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty much like playing those games that they mentioned, but plus Grand Blue. I've been pretty active on that game because I really do appreciate the overall structure of the game. But that's another time for us to talk about. But like, if you have nothing else to add to Azure Lane, Faka,
that's like my piece. I think if I were to say any more, you guys wouldn't have much else to say.
My take on it is that I really like it as a mobile game because, you know, especially when you start off, it's very accessible. You already have, you know, the ability to auto battle and stuff like that, which is really cool. Comparing it to, let's say, Girls Frontline, where you have to earn your right to auto battle, like certain levels, or except
complete all the challenges.
Complete all the challenges,
and you can auto battle it.
Yes. But with this, you can just go right away, and you can just
cue the roundabout.
Yes, cue the roundabout, and you can.
That image is so good. You gotta put that image on the thumbnail. Even though we barely talk about it, just have it in the corner.
just send it my way. It's very accessible, and like Afaka here said, you can gacha for free at least once a day. You can have, and if you want. You know, if you have any spare gems to, you know, throw away, you can, you know, get that for wisdom cubes, which is essentially our orbs, and for the gacha.
T-Doll contracts.
For T-Doll contracts for the gacha. Or you can expand your dorm, which is a place where you can add pump XP into whatever ships you want. So that, you know, so that way you can level them passively while you play the game or you do something else, which is really cool too. And they get a pretty good amount of XP too, which is like actually really good. And not to mention, they do have like extra missions or logistics, we like to call them, because of Girls Frontline. Which
they call commissions in this one.
They call commissions in this one, but they're pretty much logistics for Girls Frontline terms, which allows you to gather resources after a certain time, like an hour, 2 hours, or even like 9 hours, you know. But they give you the appropriate amount of stuff, including the coins, the EV oil, which is for you to use when you actually battle. They give you sometimes like the drills for quick production stuff or quick gacha if you want to.
From what I've been told, we'll get drills in abundance. So.
Okay.
I mean, you get 1 wisdom cube just for completing a battle. And then you get 2 more wisdom cubes for getting an A or higher on the battle, and then doing 3 more battles. So that's like 3, like, I guess, summons or builds you can do a day.
You could.
Yeah, like 20 drills. So you get those for sure.
Yeah. You can.
I kind of like putting them on timers and then forgetting about it and then just opening them all later.
So it's pretty accessible. I do like the character designs so far. They're neat enough.
Dude, Arc Royal's so cool.
Arc Royal is really cool. I would compare her to like Sova from Grand Blue because they both have
a big ass sniper, dude.
Yeah, they both have big ass.
An aircraft character.
Yeah, they both have big ass rifles, which I do kind of like. They have like really neat stuff with them. They have like the Fox Girls with which we at least we three are trying to get right now currently.
I'll get there eventually. I want them, but I'm leveling up all these characters that I'm getting for free.
Yeah, because like I'm focusing with just a couple of characters, right? And then Chris over here is like, oh, I gotta level all of them pretty much, or a lot.
I gotta level all my favorites.
Yeah, all my favorites.
Because he's actually getting super rare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 things. If you play, don't bother playing with Hawk because he'll get everything that you want.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, same with Ender. He kind of gets everything that I want.
I think I get everything. I don't think it's everything.
Yeah, you're getting everything. And if you get a San Diego, which is super rare, which is the highest rarity, don't feel special. Because everyone gets Sandy.
But she's number 1.
Number 1 drop rate. And I've gotten her like 8 times.
How many?
I've gotten so many.
Are you gonna burn her, or are you gonna level a second one?
I have gotten so many that I am leveling 2.
Oh my god.
Oh man. But
like, that's how much I'm getting her. So don't feel special if you get San Diego. You see gold, like, oh wow, I got a super rare. I'm gonna show all my friends on Twitter. All your Twitter friends are gonna laugh at you.
yeah.
Or they're gonna be like, "What's this mobile game bullshit?"
Or even if they don't laugh at you, the world chat in the game will laugh at you because it tells everyone what you.
World chat's funny sometimes. Sometimes
I just turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have the guild chat, or you can have the world chat. Guild chat is like
animated emotes, dude.
they're pretty good. They're pretty funny. Right now, if anyone cares, if anyone else is playing Azure Lane, I'm in chapter 4.2, I think. Right now. But for right now, I'm we three are doing the 3-4 grind, which possibly drops Akagi and also who was the other one? Kaga. Kaga's the white one, and then Akagi's the black one, whatever. Both pretty cool looking. So
synergize very well and are very good.
Yeah. You meant to say sexy.
Also, for this isn't something that bothers me, but it's brought up a lot when it comes to like localized mobile games.
Mm-hmm.
This game isn't censored.
Yeah.
So it's based on the Japanese version, which is the uncensored version. Sorry, I confused you because it originally came out in China, and China will censor it.
Mm.
So when it released in Japan, I guess is it uncensoring if the original was just less lewd, or and then a second version came out and they're like, let's make it hotter, but it's not the original? Like, is that uncensoring?
I wouldn't say it's uncensoring, but I'd say it's making it better.
More open.
More open. Shorter skirt on dude, I can't pronounce her name. I can't.
Well, Takao too, but yeah.
Takao. She says it every time I log in because she's my secretary, but I don't fucking know how to say it.
I hear taco, I hear cow.
Can I just call her Ikagura? No, I can't.
Isn't there an actual other Ikaruga?
I can't. Yeah, there is. So I can't, even though that's what she looks like, the Senran Ikaruga.
Dude, there's one character named Hyuga. She looks pretty cool.
I got renowned during the podcast.
Oh, did you?
From a drop. I wasn't even building.
Oh, wow.
I was just leveling up Helena.
Uh-huh.
Game's fun. If I were to recommend a gacha game to somebody, it would be this one.
I would say this one is one of them. I would say this one's one of them.
If you're intimidated about PvP, unless you care about the ranking, it really doesn't matter. You get merits, win or loss. So people locked behind PvP, you just do your daily like 10 or 15 or whatever, and you'll get them eventually. I'm so close to getting Eldritch.
Yeah.
Flocka's probably going to get South Dakota in like 3 days.
I'd guesstimate about that.
Yeah.
Because it works. The PvP works in seasons, and this current season ends in 10 days. And the higher rank you are, the more rewards you get per win.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm a colonel right now, so I get 1,000. Juicy.
Damn.
And the cost of the ships that you can buy in the PvP is 20k.
Yep.
So I got about like 2-3 days, and I'll nab me a chocolate queen.
Well, isn't there another chocolate queen though that?
The actual I can't believe it's not Altera.
Yeah. We'll say the first one can be the chocolate princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say definitely look into this game if you like gacha and don't want to spend money, but still enjoy gacha.
And it has this guild, right? The guild thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't think we do anything other than just yell at each other when we see what other people get.
Yeah, there's currently no purpose behind it.
For now, yeah.
Aside from seeing what people get, talking to each other.
But we do that in Discord anyway.
Yeah,
we did add a random guy.
Oh yeah, but he felt,
you know.
Yeah. But he's not an admiral.
We get to see him get stuff that I want but never get. Can throw our animated emotes at each other.
Mm-hmm.
I really like those.
There are levels in the fleet. Like our guild.
Yeah.
Is level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
they might throw something into that.
Yeah.
Also, this game, like usually with localized games, they're usually behind the Japanese or Chinese versions.
Uh-huh.
This game, while it's still in beta right now, but when it launches, also beta progress carries over to launch.
Yes.
If people are worried about wipe. This game said that they are more focused on new events, so older events will be delayed. So while stuff that's already happened, we might not get those events or whatever, like those collabs or what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be able to get all the new shit we see on Twitter that like the Chinese or the Japanese version's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they really want the games, like all of Azure, all 3 versions of Azure Lane, to be in the same spot. They don't want to have it spaced out like Fate.
Yeah.
I think they want to go for like a Fire Emblem Heroes route where everybody's getting the same stuff at the same time.
That's cool. I do like that model. Yeah, I think that's all we can say. Other than it's cool. It's very accessible. And pretty free for the gacha. If you
the only money I've spent was to get the trade card. Just because you got like a ship if you spent $1.
Yeah, Saratoga or something.
I spent 7.
Yeah, and then there's the monthly card you can get, so you can get every day you can get like a random assortment of items.
Every day, multiple times a day, you get random stuff, dude.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't. Hang on. Are you guys getting random stuff from Akashi?
Mail? From the mail?
Is Akashi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's not part of trade license, right? That's just the game giving you stuff.
Seth?
Green Cat Girl gives me random stuff, and I don't think it's part of the trade license.
It is.
It is part of the trade license?
Because I don't have it and I'm not getting shit.
Yeah.
So Akashi's not being like sending you a message saying like crisis nya.
Yeah.
Akashi isn't doing okay.
That's
you get a bunch of stuff. She randomly sends me like food for my dorms.
If you put down $8 per trade card, which refreshes every month, so it's essentially kind of like a subscription sort of thing. If you feel like it, you can do that and you get random items and stuff like that. But that's totally an option. You really don't need to do that.
You don't even need to spend the $1 for Saratoga because you can totally craft and farm her, I think.
Yeah, you can. Or just craft something better than her, or like it's something.
I think she's pretty good. I like her. She's on my main team.
Yeah, but their ship's better than her. But anyway,
like the Fox Girls.
Yeah, that you can totally farm without
Enterprise.
money. Yeah, Enterprise and
your starter ships. You get to choose 3 starter ships. They're all good.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pokemon. You get to choose your starter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
KMS.
Why I picked her.
And you can still get those starters later on too, just from gacha or just farming. Yeah.
Some of us already got all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Games.
I got 2 of them.
I don't have any of them besides Z23.
Yeah. I recently got Laffy, which is really funny, but
Sleepy Bunny Girl.
yeah. Yeah, I think we've covered pretty much all the important bits for Azure Lane. It's still in beta, so and obviously you can download it for free, if we haven't said it already. And
you can play it for free.
You can play it for free.
You don't have to pay to play this.
No.
And this is coming from someone who's paid a lot of money into mobile games.
And
you really don't have to pay.
I always say he paid 2 fully built PC towers worth of money. Fully.
I don't know. I only can that can only buy that could only buy 2 graphics cards now. But not even 2 graphics cards. But regardless,
are you insane? No,
dude, the new graphics cards are like 1200.
Oh, are you talking about the 2080s ones?
The 20 series.
The 20 series. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just say Chris has spent money, and we haven't, and we're farther along and doing better off than him.
I have not on Azure Lane.
Not on Azure Lane.
Money on the card.
Okay, yeah, I did spend.
Which gives you stuff that helps you play, and we just play a little bit more, and we're doing better.
Yep, you don't need to. Like, they're getting higher ranked in PvP, so not that rank matters unless it matters to you.
Unless you really care about that stuff, but it shouldn't. But whatever. But anyway, that's Azure Lane for you. We'll probably talk about a couple more mobile games for next time. But that's pretty much our conclusion for right now. For this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And for those who kind of forget, we are always on iTunes and SoundCloud, and you can always check my Twitter for any updates on the podcast episodes and stuff like that. And for those who are on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the drill. And if you have any comments about the stuff we talk about, you definitely leave it down below. I'll definitely check them out. And let's see. Don't forget the sponsors and stuff like that, including Loot Crate and our new one, which is Into the AM. So that'll be in the description below. Check out the links, or click on the links, and then put in the promo codes. And funny enough, they're both 10% off for whichever site. So hopefully, as we said, we're trying to keep this weekly. So hopefully next time or next week, we'll see you then.
Later.
Getting San Diego doesn't make you special.
Watashi wa number 1.
Drop rate.